Cal and Mel building Marram, our floating dream home. Hope you enjoy our look at our life of building a catamaran.
Before we paint the aft cockpit, we had to cut out the holes for the lights. Little bit tricky with the cables in place, but in the end it came up okay.
Baby, how do I tape it again? Do I have to do the normal one?
Which tape?
Is this the right one or are we using? Oh, and then we put plastic over.
Yeah, and then put the plastic on that
Yeah, and then?
and tape down that,
Oh.
seal it off. Yeah, same as the windows are done.
The window's got to be, you're going to put something else?
No.
Some
You've got tape up to the edges of it so that we don't get paint on our inside paint like that. So we'll get paint in there. It's not right.
Lighting for spraying is a bit of an art, especially with white paint. If you get it wrong, it can make it too bright, making it hard to see the wet edge. After the first coat, we rub it back for the second round with Dave at the helm.
there, around here. Yeah. And up, down, 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 down. Yeah. Yeah, make it off the moving. Yeah. Yeah, it's somewhere over there. What's yourself here now?
Painted the aft cockpit, or gin deck, whatever you want to call it. So that's now had 2 coats. We didn't do wet on wet, we actually sanded or scuffed in between. And you can see here she's come up pretty good. The light's a bit dim, but haven't actually got a light out here at the moment. So you can see, you know, she's come up pretty nice and smooth. Quite a good finish in the paint. Again, the final application, I did the first one, and the final application was done by our gung-ho painter Dave. They've done come up quite good on that. So the only thing now we've got to do is we have to paint down the steps. We didn't want to do it in the one shot, there was a little bit too much to do, but as you can see now, this is all nicely painted, which means we'll be able to start to put things like windows and doors and light fittings and bits and pieces in. So it's good to see it all start to actually sort of coming to the point where we can actually bolt things back on for the last time. We hope. You can see here today we've been prepping up on the transom. The transom's the last bit. The transom and the aft steps are the last bits, or the sugar scoops are the last bits to paint in the white. So we've been prepping that today. It's been going around doing all of the sanding on the swim deck, sanding all down the sides of the steps. Just getting it all ready now for doing a top coat. We're actually going to try rollering the top coat. Never done this before, but we figured we'd give it a go, considering we've got to sand it anyway. So we figured we'd give that a go and see what it comes up with. There's been a few people online have recommended it, so we'll actually try it and see what she actually comes up with. But she's now all prepped and ready for paint. We've got to obviously paint the inside as well. So it's basically this section here. We'll get all of this, the transom and the 2 sugar scoop steps. we'll do that all in the one hit. We'll give them a coat. But as I said, we're going to try rollering. Can't lose by it. A lot less masking up. But we'll give it a go and see how it comes up. Mel keeps losing hair here and blames the dogs.
Right.
Someone's got to take the one.
Yeah. Bit of a chilly morning this morning out here in the boat shed. Daytime temperatures are pretty good, but we're getting down to the single digits overnight. We did our first trial at rolling on the top coat. We've had a few people suggest it to us and I've seen it. We thought we'd give it a go. Some mixed results, some really excellent sections actually. It's quite amazing. If you have a look at the inside of the transit here, it's probably a little bit hard to see, but you couldn't tell that had been rolled on, to be honest. And that was using the Norglass paints with a what they call a brushing thinners, or a slightly different thinners to the spray thinners. But as you can see there, it's actually done a really good, it's a really good result. However, in other sections that we didn't change the process and did all at the same time, it didn't come up so good. I don't know whether the camera will pick it up, but you can sort of see brush marks in the paint here. So yeah, it's sort of, I think it's how we're doing it, or we're doing something slightly different, but it seems to be, you have a very short window of time relative to when you put the paint on and you sort of finish it off, and if you're not quick enough, or if you're a bit slow, you end up getting sort of brush marks on it. But to be honest, quite impressed. Didn't expect it to come up as good as it did. This is not good enough for us, so we're going to rub this one off. It's the second coat that we've just finished. We're going to do 3 coats on this area anyway, because it's a very high traffic area. But yeah, not quite sure what we did differently, but obviously we did something different because it came up different. So we'll give this one a rub back. You might be able to see there, probably Shows it a little bit better of the sort of the little brush marks, or roller marks I should say, that you can see in it, and a couple of little dry spots. But yeah, we'll give it a rub back, and I'll have to think about whether I'm going to spray it or try rollering again. Might be the devil that I know instead of the devil I don't know, so we'll see how we go. is our final coat on the transom and the sugar scoop. We did the first 2 coats with rollers, but as we said, we weren't that happy with the outcome, but she's come up quite good with the spray gun. A couple of little dry patches that my fault I missed, but nothing too bad, nothing that can't be polished out. So there's the whole back of the transom now. It's all done. It's a bit hard to see, but there's a little bit of a dry patch just sort of here, which I didn't, it's got plenty of paint on it, I just didn't put it on wet enough when I was doing the final coat. But we, one good thing, not one run. Pretty impressed with that. Finally got there. As you can see, quite a nice shine. A little bit of a couple of little dry patches on the swim platform, but I'm not worried about that because that gets completely covered in non-skid anyway. So, but there you go, the last bit just before the before it gets too cold to do any form of painting. That'll be it for this this winter now. Inside work only.
Thanks for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed this insight to building a catamaran.